In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Manim in Google Colab of all places. And yeah, this actually works. So here's a preview of one of the animations, boop boop. And you have a grid. The grid kind of shrinks like it had one too many beers on a Friday night. And yeah, it runs all ManimCE code just in Colab. And I found this through this video right here. I'll link the description below by this dude right here. Alex kind of shows you how to go through pretty much everything here. All the commands you need to run Google Colab is right here. So you just need to install it once using running these four things right here. And then once that's done, you restart your runtime and you can import Manim right here just as a regular Python library that you would use. However, one of the things, there is some problems people have been having, and I just wanted to clarify that. Some problems people were having, especially with the %% thing, and just clarify a few things that Alex didn't specify as much, as well as just show you some more examples right here. So yeah, after you downloaded Manim on your Google Collaboratory environment, then in theory you can just open up Manim on any kind of device you want without having to actually download Manim on your actual device. And this is really, really cool because you don't have to bother with configuring your LaTeX libraries if they're bothering you or giving you trouble on your computer. However, the downside to this is that running a lot of heavy animations, like say running a 3D graph spinning around, it would take me like hours to run on Google Colab, simply because Colab just doesn't have as much power to render intense graphic 3D animations. I mean, it does have the GPU and TPU acceleration, but that's more for training deep learning models. All right, enough about Colab. You know what it is. You clicked on this video. But yeah, here's another class right here. It's just standard class. You got a standard class, and then you add access, and here's essentially just rendering out a picture. You can open this, you can save this, and do whatever you want with it. One thing, however, you'll note is that you'll see this %% sign above the class itself. And what this means is essentially something called a magic command. This is something that's often used in Jupyter Notebooks. Like, for example, if you've ever worked with matplotlib in Jupyter Notebooks, you'll have to do %matplotlib in line. If you've never worked with matplotlib in Jupyter Notebooks, don't worry about that, but that's just an example of configuring your specific environment to running a visual thing. Running a visual property right here, and in this case, it's just running the class itself. This is essentially equivalent to typing it in the command line like manim render /p/l pl whatever you're used to doing that on your desktop. This is how you do it on your Colab. And another example I'll show here. You see %% manim and then whatever class name you have. You use this and you can just render out a video right here. Boop. Moves around. And I could see this being used in a lot of applications, especially since Colab is used heavily in the machine learning and deep learning, especially the deep learning space with neural networks. I could see Manim being used as a really cool visualization thing for, let's say, training curves. You could use an updater to automatically just graph like the curve, hopefully it goes down, the learning curve. Or maybe if you're running reinforcement learning algorithms, you could have the reward go up on an asymptote. And you can kind of visualize that in a really kind of creative and LaTeX-y way that you just don't get with many other visualization platforms. Like the graphs in Manim versus the graphs in Matplotlib are two very, very different. Manim is kind of like a smooth, look right here, it's kind of has like a smooth, flowy style to it, which just makes it very much more pleasing and honestly more approachable. But yeah, this is how you download Manim and use it on Colab. It's fairly straightforward, very simple, takes a couple minutes. Just do everything it tells you to do here. You run it here, and then you import it through here, and then you can run this as an example. And that is how you use Manim in Google Colab. Thank you for watching.